Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you are all doing well today. We have a tournament report for the month of May 2024. We are going to be skipping one in particular. I made another video on this kind of showing what happened with Bulgaria. We're not going to really talk about this. I'm just going to go straight to Duluth, Belgium, and White Plains, New York. For the next month with Rosemont, for all of June and July, I'm gonna lump all this into like one video. But let's go ahead and talk about clearly the best tournament because the fourth place team was one of the most awesome teams ever. Okay, for real. For Duluth, we had in first place was Elizabeth Hendrickson, Himeno Aki, and Dor Bar from Overlord. So that is no surprise there. I am going to scoot my head over a little bit more because I realize I'm taking up all the space. We're going to take a look at some of these in a moment here. The Himeno Akis, I don't really feel the point in going over those anymore. If there's some cool variations in this, awesome, congrats to you. But it's the same, even though I love Hololive, there's no point in going over Caligura because everyone kind of knows it at this point. This one with Slime just says Shizu, so I wonder if it's just like level 1 and level 3 Shizu top ends, you know. Elizabeth Hendrickson, I don't feel there's any need to go over. So we're just going to keep going. So second place was the Shizu deck, Himeno Aki again, and Caligura. Himeno Aki clearly an issue, unless you're in the awesome fourth place team. Review Starlight with Hikari, Karen, and Mahiru. Himeno Aki and Ataf Azula. I almost keep saying Azula when I don't know why I do that when I record these. That's weird. But clearly, the best one is Konosuba Wind Choice Darkness. Shoutouts to Space Cowboy. Hololive Mume Rushia. Shoutouts to Joker. And Fanta Robot with Danmachi Bardor. We had an entire podcast episode because these three are people who are in the Base Damage Discord. And, you know, they message are like, yo, we got fourth fucking place. I'm like, what? What? That's wild, man. Let's do this. So I was so happy that they got that high. They got, like, topped that high with none of the bullshit, none of the Chainsaw Man bullshit, and none of the, like, Overlord craziness. I was so happy to see this. Because it's all people who are in the Discord, and I love that. I think Fanta Robot joined after, but still. But no, Fanta was cool as heck to talk to. I always love chatting with Joker and Space Cowboy. That was a really fun podcast episode. Please go give that a listen, just to hear some of the shenanigans that went on for this particular tournament, but also to support running more fun decks and more BS, basically. Let's go through the rest of them with 5th through 8th place. I did see this one, a Poppin' Party 8 standby, which was really cool for Bang Dream. Let's see what else. Eatski quintuplets, you know, shout outs there. Nothing else really stand outish. Shout outs to 7th place not running Chainsaw Man. Look, I love the Chainsaw Man set and I love the anime, but just seeing Himeno Aki like in most, like 6 out of the 8 teams is just okay. Well, let's move on. I don't know how to pronounce this for Belgium. Alst, whatever. So first place was Taf Azula, Overlord Dor Bar, and Hololive Caligura. So shoutouts to the Caligura. Shoutouts to a first place team not having Chainsaw Man. It's not like this regionals you couldn't run it, because clearly you could. There's 2 Himeno Akis down here. We have Return of Pants Muron, which I don't know which other Pants deck that is. We're not going to worry about it. Ozkigura topping at 3rd place. Jacko and Ino for Guilty Gear Strive. Heck yeah. That's really cool. And Kali Modern. I'm assuming it's the level 1 Kali, the level 3 Modern. We have 2 Pants Muron here. I wonder if that's the same build. Let's actually pull that up because I am curious as to what all that does entail. We have a Nino quintuplets for the first time in a while. Thank you. Gotta represent now. Let's see. 3rd place was Oskigura, 8 Pants, Spy Family, Himeno Aki. 4th place was Kalimari and Himeno Aki Pants Miran. Let's see what this Pants Miran is. What other combo? Oh, you just... Oh, no. Okay, so there is another combo. Orc Lord Strategy Meeting, which is this one. So you're just using this as like another engine? At the beginning of your encore step, you may pay the cost, which is sacking the climax. So it's after you've attacked and everything, you could just sack this, or sack the climax. If you do, put up to 3 cards from the top of your deck into your waiting room. Choose up to 1 level X or lower Demon Continent character in your waiting room, return it to your hand. X is equal to the number of Demon Continent characters put into your waiting room by this effect. So it's just an extra little thing. So the synergy for this has got to be interesting in my mind. On paper, this sounds funky, because you see the Muron Brainstormer right here. You scroll up, obviously the Shuna that gives all the hexproof stuff is in. So I'm guessing you just use this at like levels 0 and 1 to A, push for damage because you're swinging with a 1k1, and B, to get your combo pieces necessary. Whether that be maybe copies of this to search out the level 2 Muron, which is obviously the star of the deck. And you're still kind of pulling the standby Muron shenanigans, which is the top ends are just really, really powerful level 3s. This Shion that just cancel burns, burn for 4, a lot of damage coming at. And this Dragonoid Millum that's a clock shoot. And you don't really see clock shoot a whole bunch nowadays, which is really crazy. So, and oh, it's only 6 level 3s. You do focus a lot. I'm assuming the level 0 count is just egregious. So that's another thing too. I mean, you're gonna mill, like, you can at least get back level 0s no matter what. So I guess they just focused more on having like shite tons of level 0s and just push for damage, like I said, because it's a 1k1. So, okay, that's interesting. It's very interesting that 2 decks got this in the top 8. So, I wonder if it's the same thing, which we do have a standby Muron as well, so. The top end is a vastly different, and like, you still have relatively the same number of level 3, like very close to the same number of level 3s, and it's using this combo. Okay. So, and this is it's on an uncommon, so I do like that they're trying a little bit of different stuff. They're not trying to go for, like, and obviously it's a pants trigger. You're trying to get back the Muron as much as possible. So, your main thing is just trying to do the climax swap. No, that's not the climax swap. Which one's the climax swap? I'm sorry. I know there's a Millum that is a climax. No, it's the Benimara. It's the Benimara. I'm dumb. This is a climax swapper. This was a salvager. Was there another climax swapper? I don't remember all the cards in the slime now. Oh, it's been so long. But okay, so they're doing a slightly different variant, which is still very cool, and I do respect that. Yeah, alright, so that's kind of cool. I just like to see something different, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due on that. So, lastly, we do have White Plains. So not all the teams were able to get all the information for the teams with the deck profiles and everything, which LRC is Lycoris Recall, I believe. So, we have in first place, so with 57 teams, I also didn't state the team numbers. So in Duluth, so we had the 43, which was times 3 is 129 players, which is a lot. 25 times 3 is 75 players in Belgium. 57, this is math. 171? If I did wrong on that, I'm so sorry. But 171 players, over 150 players, which is really, really cool. So first place was Himeno Aki, Azuki Gura, and Jacko Biken Ram Lethal. I know it's like Ramlethal, but she is very lethal. With Guilty Gear Strive. So that's really cool. Nothing too terribly crazy here. The Spy Family. Okay, I do want to see the Spy Family deck because it says 2-bar choice. If it's the bar combo, is it the Exodia combo? Let that load real quick. Himeno Aki and Itsuki quintuplets for second place after that. Overlord Dorbar, which is the Ainz Shaltir combo. Which I'm surprised they just don't just say, like, Ainz Shaltir. I don't know. Itsuki again. Heck yeah, double quints and more Himeno Aki. I'm certain people love the duality of Kei doesn't want to show Himeno Aki and is like, ugh, Chainsaw Man's everywhere. When we had the same issue with, like, Quints way back when. But now there's more variation with Quints. You got at least 3 different decks. And even then, those decks have variations. So, Himeno Aki, Standby Muron, and Caligura. We do have... I've loved seeing the increase of Caligura after Ryushin won with it at Worlds. It was really cool. So we don't know what the Lycris Recall was. Let's see. An Audifureta 2-Soul Bar, which just doesn't really show up that much, which is really cool. I'm glad to see it. Nothing else too terribly crazy. We got more Caligura, more Standby Muron. We have a variation in Chainsaw Man here. Because I believe this one in particular was piloted. I believe, yeah, 8th place. Yeah, because this is New York. So, 8th, one of the teams actually got disqualified before in the top cut. So 9th place was another team from the Base Damage Discord. So I believe Chainsaw Man, which we'll go to in a second here. Yeah, it was this one. This is the Audifureta. Okay, so this was the second place one. So it did focus on, okay, it focused on the Anya top end, which is really cool. And the level 1 Yor right here. It's just a simple on attack if you have the climax in place salvage. Okay, very simplistic. And the matching keychain Anya. When on attack, pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, look it up to 3 from the top of your opponent's deck. Choose up to 3, put them on top of their deck in any order, put the rest into waiting room. Put 1 card from the top of your clock into the waiting room. So it's a get rid of as many climaxes on the top of your opponent's deck as possible and heal 1. So really cool there. Let's see what else. Nothing else super crazy, but and it does have another combo, it looks like. Oh, there's also a combo with this Anya. In the midst of Dancing Petals, on attack, if it's in your climax area, look at up to 4 from the top of your deck. Choose up to 2 Berlint characters, add them to your hand, or choose one of the revealed cards, put in your hand. Choose the other, put into your stock. Interesting. Okay, so extra stock generation just on attack. Don't have to reverse for any of this. Very cool. Shoutouts to the Spy Family player. And next in order was Bloody Bunnies, which was the Audifureta 6th place here. Okay, so it was the level 1 combo here with the level 3 Shea. Oh yeah, because she was the I feel like I've seen... This isn't the one that Joker submitted, is it? Did Joker top? No, Joker, no, I don't think... No. Because that was... No, because he goes the Mume, so that wouldn't be him running Audifureta. This is very similar to the deck that he sent me, though. No, this... Okay, so it's not, because I remember he said he wasn't running the Hajmes because they were, like, fucking expensive. Never mind. So this is just close to what the build is when people do run the build. Okay, got you. Which is totally cool. A lot of play sets. I do like how simple that is, except I don't like how expensive this was. I don't know if it's still expensive. It probably still is. Who knows? And obviously, shout-outs to Desmond in the Discord running the Chainsaw Man. Dennis Value. Yeah, that's definitely him. He's always been Mr. Aaron Value, so that is definitely him. So we have 2 different choice triggers. And the Makima, okay, so running the level 1 power combo, which is also like a crazy level 2 Slayer for some reason. the level 3 Chainsaw Man, which this is kind of underrated. This is actually not bad at all. It's because it has to reverse that I think people just don't want to run it as much. I think it's cool. And obviously, woof woof bark bark. So, and that is going to be it for the tournament report. Went a little bit longer than I intended, but that's all good. So I will wait until July for the last tournament report of Springfest to also be able to talk about. Sorry, going back up here. The France one, in addition to all of the other ones in June. So, which I know we've had. So we had the results for Rosemont and Germany. So I will be taking a look at those personally later, but that is going to be it for this particular video. Thank y'all very much for watching. 07's in the chat for Bulgaria. And we will see y'all on the flip side. Peace out for now.